Hello, hopefully that's working now. I had some slight mic issues, so apologies if I am late. Let me just double check the mic is actually working, by the way. I did do all the checks before kick-off, but for some reason it ain't working. Listen, forget all that. I'm really sorry. We're a few minutes late for this one. England under-19s against Norway under-19s in the under-19s European Championship. There's some familiar names in this one. We'll go through the lineups very, very shortly, but I do just want to talk through... can you actually hear me? You can hear me. I don't know why I had issues before kick-off, so apologies. But we are live, the clock is all synced up, everything is good, everything is working as it should be. England against Norway in the Under-19s Championships in Ploiesti. In Romania, which is where the Under-19 Championships are being held this year. We watched a great game last night in the Under-19 Championships, Romania against Montenegro. Romania getting a 91st minute winner. It was an unbelievable goal as well, and really enjoyed that one. Funnily enough, that one ended up being our second most popular live stream of all time, and it was completely impromptu. We just thought we'd give it a whirl. But yeah, we'll go through the lineups very, very shortly. I do just want to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors, as always, Match Bingo. Match Bingo are sponsoring Premier League Dad for the foreseeable, and they are a brilliant new app. If you've not heard of Premier League Dad, you need to. If you've not heard of Match Bingo, then I am absolutely certain if you like a bet on the football, that you'll really like them. If you don't like a bet on the football and you don't like a game of bingo, stay away. It's probably not for you. It's probably not your thing. But I've got to be honest with you, I do like a bet on the football. I do have an occasional acca, and I don't mind a game of bingo occasionally. If, my mum, she didn't mind a game of bingo, I'll go and play a game of bingo occasionally if we're on holiday, my mum and dad or whatever, we've done that in the past. Holiday camps in Rill, or Tenby, or Fishguard, or Great Yarmouth, or wherever we went when I was a kid. All over the place. Long story. Match Bingo, fantastic. Honestly, it's absolutely brilliant, and go and check them out. They are everything that's great and everything that's fun and exciting about a game of bingo, and everything that's fun and exciting about a bet on the football. It combines the two, it splices the two, and for example, for a game like this, you can buy a bingo card, you can deposit £5, you get £10 free. Deposit £5, you get £10 free to give it a try. If nothing else, download the app. You can scan the QR code, which is on screen now, or you can click the link in my description and you can go and find out more by finding out more about Match Bingo. It's an absolutely brilliant app. You get a bingo card for a game like this. You get 15 match decisions, something that can happen during a game, things that can take place during a game. Think, for example, England under-19s corner, Norway under-19s free kick, right? And as those things happen during the game, they'll get ticked off on your bingo card. And you get prizes for a line, you get prizes, cash for the line, cash for 2 lines, cash for the full house, and you can win a small fortune on it. Over 10,000 players in the UK and over £200,000 in prize money already paid out, and it's growing really quickly. So go and check them out. You can get the link, as I say, by scanning the QR code on screen at any time, or you can click the link in my description. Wow, that was a bad intro. So yeah, not a great start to this video. I'll work on that next time. But we are live. We're 5 minutes in. There's nothing happened, thankfully, in the first 5 minutes. It's been a bit... yeah. But usually, these are good games, these under-19 games, because they both have a goal. Both teams do tend to have a goal. And obviously, it's the under-19 championship. So the England lads are going to want to make a claim, to stake a claim, and get a big move this summer, maybe. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. We'll get live on TikTok now as well, while we're at it. Why not? Oh, what the hell has happened there? I've had an absolute shocker. Forgive me, I'm going to be live, 1 second. Just trying to get live on the old TikTok. while we can. Okay. Right, so while we're at it, let's go through the lineups. Why not? That one's probably going to need moving back a touch. Right, there you go. Should work now, sort of, I guess, maybe, possibly. Let me move this back so we're not interfering with it. Oh, that wasn't a great setup. Right, well, listen, we've got a player down injured already. So there's not really anything going on. It was an impromptu stream. We're live for Spain against Romania later on. So we've got Spain against Romania under 19s. We've got Slovakia against Italy. Oh, no, under 21s. Spain against Romania under 21s is at 5 o'clock. And then straight after that, we've got Slovakia against Italy under 21s. So we've got 3 games today. 3 games going on. First game is England against Norway under 19. So we're going to see how we get on with this one first. And we'll go through the lineups. Why not? Let's go through the lineups. So let's go with Norway first. Let's start with Norway. Norway, we have in goal Daniel Setren. Then it's Hope, Norby, Oren and Hoyland at the back. Remem, Granas and Heredia Randen in midfield. Reiten, Sunder, Gonstad and Rossing Lelleslit up front. Some household names there in the Norway team. There are actually some players who are playing outside of Norway, which is usually a decent sign, isn't it? For example, Jonathan Norby is 18 years of age playing for RB Leipzig. Charlie, good to see you, Charlie. What game is the website on? It's on. I'm watching it on BBC iPlayer. Yeah, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. Tommy, how's it going, Tommy? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. It's live on iPlayer right now. I don't know where you are in the world, but you can watch it on different things. But yeah, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer, Tommy. That's where I'm watching it right now. Right, and then here we go. So we've got for England. In goal, it's Arsenal's goalkeeper, Tommy Setford. Tommy Setford in goal. Lots expected of Tommy Setford. At the back, it's Tristan Rowe, who is a youngster for Aston Villa. It's Stephen Mfuni, who's a Man City centre-back. Harrison Murray-Campbell, again, plays for Chelsea. And Jayden Magoma, who is a left-back who plays for Brentford. In midfield, we have Caden Young, he was on loan at Antwerp last season from Aston Villa. Joshua King of Fulham. Lots and lots expected of Joshua King, of course. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate that, mate. Joshua King in midfield. And Keanu Dyer, who plays for Chelsea. On the left, it's Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore of Spurs, of course. England are in here down the left-hand side. It's going to be a foul. Oh, no, it's not. It's given away. Norway pick it up. So Mikey Moore on the left-hand side for England. And then it's Shamira Muka, who did play a little bit for Chelsea, didn't he, in the final few games of the Euros, of the UEFA Conference League, I think, or the final few games of the season. And Tom Watson, who scored the winner for Sunderland in the playoff final. And he's just done it again! Tom Watson! Oh my goodness me. Tom Watson, who scored the winner for Sunderland in the playoff final, he's just smashed one in. I can't believe that, just as I was talking about it. England 1, Norway 0 in the opening 11 minutes. We've got 11 minutes on the clock. There you go. Let's get it on the old scoreboard on YouTube. England 1, Norway 0. Tom Watson. Wow, what a finish. What a finish from Tom Watson. Sunderland's saviour in the playoff final. And he's just done it again. I mean, he's got a big move, actually. He's not playing for Sunderland anymore. The last kick he did for Sunderland was to take them to the Premier League. You know, a Sunderland youngster done good. Came through the Sunderland ranks. Scored the winner in the playoff final for his team. And then got a big move to Brighton. Unbelievable. And now he's just scored the opener for England in the Under-19s Championships in Romania. What a start for this young man. 19 years of age, Tom Watson. He started up front alongside Chelsea's Shamara Muka, sorry. And England are 1-0 up. There you go. England are 1-0 up. Right, let's catch up with the chat. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. I am going to catch up with the chat. Random videos. Good to see you. Dara, Najim, where can I watch this game? You can watch it on BBC, mate. It's on BBC iPlayer for free. If you go to BBC, you can click the red button. You can watch it live for free. The under-21s are all on Channel 4, but the under-19s are on BBC, so you have to get them on the red button, and only some of them are on the red button. Pedri, you're not streaming Club World Cup tonight, are you? No, it's not on tonight, mate. It's at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yeah, 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Julian Mutwill, do you know Nick Voltermaid? Yes, I do know Nick Voltermaid. Of course I do. Yeah. Caleb, I thought it was the under-21s at the Euros. It is, yeah. It is the under-21s, but it's also the under-19s. Both tournaments are going on simultaneously. No, I'm not streaming the 1 a.m. game, mate, no. Charlie, how are you, the lads? Good to see you, Charlie. Callum Robertson signing for Atletico Madrid. It appears to be the case, doesn't it? Yeah, it appears to be the case. I think that would be interesting, wouldn't it, for Liverpool and Andy Robertson? It depends, I guess, on the price. I wouldn't want to sell him. Tommy, first half England need to win so I can get paid. Well, yeah, no, maybe they will, yeah. I mean, I think they've started very, very well here. Tom Watson picked the ball up there, and it was a little bit of a deflection, but it bounced into the floor and up over the keeper, and it was like, oh, we've just hit the post. Just at the post. England have started incredibly well here. Norway just can't keep hold of the ball, and England have hit the post and scored one already. 14 minutes in. England absolutely all over them here. 14 minutes in. Under the floodlights. If Chelsea win the Club World Cup, then they really have nothing else to win. Well, you could say that, but they're also not particularly impressive, are they, Chelsea? Let's be honest. You know, I don't think they're going to win anything really major. For some time. Jaden Rees-Thompson, it's on BBC iPlayer, mate. BBC iPlayer. Caleb, is the under-21s at the Euros? Yes, the under-21s are at the Euros, as are the under-19s. Finners, where are you watching? We're watching it on BBC iPlayer, Finners. Yeah, we're watching it on BBC iPlayer. You can watch it. Caleb, are they still in the group stages, the under-21? Yes, they are. Still in the group stages. As are these, to be honest. England under-19s and Norway under-19s are still in the group stages. This is the first game for England in the tournament. Germany play Netherlands later on in the under-19s. That's the group, by the way. England have got a very, very tough group in the under-19s. It's England, Germany, Norway and the Netherlands. Which, you can't get too many tougher groups than that, can you, to be honest? But yeah, under-19s is a very, very difficult one. There's Romania under-19s, Spain under-19s, Montenegro under-19s and Denmark under-19s in Group A as well. But the under-21 tournament, which we are going to be watching later on, Spain against Romania, and then we're doing Slovakia against Italy. Jake, good man. Cheers, Jake. Good to see you as always, mate. Good to see you, buddy. How's your day going, Jake? Caleb, are the under-21s going to qualify for the round of 16? Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. They beat Slovakia quite comfortably. Oh, sorry, not Slovakia. It was Slovenia, wasn't it? Oh, no, Czech Republic. Slovenia was Germany. Germany, Slovenia, Czech Republic and England were in the group stages, weren't they? So yeah, so that's what we're focusing on right now is these young players that England have got. To be honest, there's quite a few others on the bench as well that you'll recognise. Quite a few other names that you'll recognise on the bench for England. Ethan Wheatley, who you might know, he plays for Walsall, but he was at Man United. I think he still is at Man United, isn't he, on loan? Samuel Amior, who plays for Strasbourg on loan from, you guessed it, Southampton. I thought it was going to be Chelsea. Oh, that should have been a penalty to Norway, and it's 1-1. I tell you what, that's a wonderful goal. Do you know what? He stays on his feet there, and he didn't need to. He stayed on his feet, and I'll tell you something, this player is absolutely quality. Absolutely quality. Alexander Rossing-Lelasit. Remember the name. Remember the name, Alexander Rossing-Lelasit. He breaks into the box here. I think Setford should do a little bit better. I think the England keeper should do a touch better with this one. I just want to watch this back. Because I'll tell you something, he gets in. It's a wonderful run from him down the left-hand side. He skips past the England fullback, gets to the byline. Oh, yeah, the centre-back comes sliding in and he's nowhere near it. I think Setford gets done at his near post, which is never good for a keeper. He stays on his feet, which is the impressive thing. If he goes down there, he gets a penalty, doesn't he? If he goes down, he gets a penalty. Sul Rivero Skål Norvega. Yes, Sul, pure loyalist. Good to see you, pure loyalist, as always, mate. Good to see you. Quick like and hello to everyone. Hope you're all well. Take care. All the best and enjoy your weekend. Speak soon. You too, mate. You too. Lots of love. Finners Matty, who scored England's goal? It was Tommy Watson. Tom Watson of Brighton, formerly of Sunderland, scored the winner in the playoff final. You might remember the great little low cut daisy cutter. Tommy, about to lose my money. Come on, England. Well, yeah, I was going to say Norway were terrific there, and it's 1-1 as it stands. 1-1. Caleb, I had barbecue ribs for lunch. It's one thing, I've never had that. Ribs. Not really my thing. Jake, all good, matey. Yourself, just seen Tino had committed to the Toon despite City interest. I can't see him going to City. Aren't going to pay whatever it is to get him out of Newcastle. As you were saying the other week, mate, you're dead right. I don't think Livramento is worth the amount of money that it would cost to get him out of Newcastle. Good tackle there from Norway. Knocked it all the way back to the keeper. Jake, can't wait to watch Wirtz in the Prem. Bet you're over the moon, Key. I'm intrigued, I'll say that. Again, these aren't players that I would have necessarily gone for if I had... Liverpool have spent the best part of, 170 million on Kerkez, Frimpong and Wirtz. They aren't the players I would have chose. I would have gone in a slightly different route, but they have chose those players, and now they have. I'm really intrigued to see exactly what Arne Slot does. I'm even more intrigued by the fact that we seem to be moving players out quite quickly. I mean, there's links from Andy Robertson today. Andy Robertson to leave the club. Wow. Edvix, where can I watch it live, mate? You can watch it on, if you're in the UK like me, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. You can also go to BBC and just push the red button. You can watch it that way. That's how I'm watching it right now. So yeah, you can watch it for free if you're in the UK. I don't know whereabouts you might be in the world, but you can watch it for free on BBC. Tommy ZGG, are you going to do the Club World Cup? Yes, I am going to do the Club World Cup. The first game that we're going to do, we're not going to do Inter Miami against El Ahly because it kicks off at 1 a.m. in the morning. We're not going to be doing that one, but we are doing Bayern Munich against Auckland. Yeah, Bayern Munich against Auckland. Wendy, how are Liverpool spending all that money as they made a loss last year of 54 mil? Businesses making a loss is really common, Wendy. Yeah, actually, you there's an argument to say that most businesses should be loss-making. Yeah. Comos, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, making a loss is not a bad thing as a business, not at all. Shouldn't be afraid of death. Shouldn't be afraid of losses as a business. So it can be a sign of a healthy business in many ways. And again, that's not how you dictate signings and stuff, is it? With regards to PSR, yeah, we didn't make a loss of 50 million in terms of PSR. PSR is calculated over a 3-year period for a start, so it doesn't matter what we did last year. It's calculated over a 3-year period, and as you know, we didn't spend any money last year. Sorry, that's a lie. We signed Chiesa for 10 million quid or whatever. Other than that, we haven't spent any money at all, really. So Liverpool have banked a massive amount of money from winning the Premier League, going far in the League Cup. Did all right in the Champions League, finished top of the Champions League group phase. So there's loads of things we've got going on. Loads and loads of things we've got going on that help us financially. We've been a very, very well run club. Mahinty, are you signing Wirtz? Yes, we've signed him. It's done. It's been going on for a while. That Wirtz has been telling all his family and friends. If you look at the stories come out today from, I think, Ornstein and Romano and others have reported that Wirtz has been telling his family and friends it's been done for weeks. Yeah, it's been done for weeks. Jake, mental list Saudi tax, Kelleher to Brentford 15 million, and we've been quoted 40 for Trafford. I think the Kelleher one is a slight anomaly, mate. Yeah, the Kelleher one is a slight anomaly because we sold him to Brentford for cheap so that they would sell Flecken to Leverkusen for cheap, and then Leverkusen would sell us Wirtz for slightly cheaper. So I think there was a 3-way calculation done there that suited all 3 teams from a PSR point of view, and that therefore we could all get a slightly lower deal. That made sense. That made a lot of sense. Wendy, do you think PSR is good for the Premier League future? Yes, I do. I think it's essential. It's absolutely essential. Mahinty, are you getting Kirkes? Yes, Kirkes is already agreed as well. Again, he's away on holiday in Montenegro at the moment. Apparently a Liverpool jet picked him up and took him to Blackpool and then to Bournemouth yesterday. But we've agreed deals for Kirkes and Florian Wirtz. Personal terms is done. Verbally, the agreement is done with both the clubs. It's just medicals and presentation. Have you seen Robertson? I have seen Robertson, yeah. I've seen Robertson. Robertson's going to Atletico Madrid, or at least that's the rumour doing the rounds. I'd be very disappointed if that was the case. I think he's fantastic, still one of the best left-backs around. So I wouldn't want to lose him. And if we did sell him, I would expect us to get a good chunky fee for him, at least maybe 35, 40 million quid. He's still a top left-back. Jake, wasn't Magnan at AC Milan around the same as Kelleher though? Still think 40 million is steep. No, Magnan, the one Chelsea wanted to offer like 10 million quid for him because he only had 1 year left on his contract. Yeah, it was only 1 year left on his contract. That was why it was. And AC Milan said no. Caleb, he is linked, but I don't think he will go. No, I don't think he'll go either. I hope he doesn't go. Edvix, Croatia. What about Croatia? What's up with Croatia? Right, it's a corner for Norway here. England have had a player booked already. It feels like Norway are coming back into this one, I've got to say. It feels like they're growing in confidence, the young Norwegians. Jake, so you think Trafford is worth 40? Yeah, I do. And the way that I would calculate that, mate, is that, well, a couple of ways. So Jordan Pickford went to Everton for, 25, 30 million from Sunderland, best part of 10 years ago. He's since gone on to become England's number 1. That seems like a similar type of move to me. From a lower league Premier League team to like a middle to top half Premier League team. That's what happened, Sunderland to Everton. It was the same then. And I would imagine that's kind of how you'd look at it now with him going from from Burnley to Newcastle. So, yeah, you're not signing a player from the Championship, so you don't get a discount for that. He is in the England squad. You've got to pay a bit of a premium for that. He's expected to be the next England number 1. He's a young player. He's got Premier League experience. He's got international experience. He's come through the City Academy. And City don't tend to produce bad players, to be honest. It's not many of them anyway. He's come through the City Academy. He's done quite well at City. And come through and earn that move to Burnley. And yeah, I just think 40 million quid is about the going rate for a good keeper nowadays. And you know, and again, you also have to acknowledge the Saudi tax. You are going to pay Saudi tax. So I would say it's probably 30, 35 million would maybe be the fee for Trafford if he was going to a Brighton. But it's 40 for Newcastle. Yeah. And that seems fair. That seems fair. Wendy, I don't think PSR is good. It keeps clubs like Newcastle, Aston Villa from spending. No, Aston Villa don't spend because they've chosen very, very deliberately to have a massive wage. So Aston Villa, it's strategic from Aston Villa. It's not that it stops them from spending. And to be fair, that's the right thing. They've got a 93% wage to turnover ratio. Like, they don't bring in that much money. So therefore, I just don't. I've got to say, Wendy, I don't think it should be that an owner can just spend whatever he wants. I don't think that's fair. That's my opinion. I don't think it's fair that an owner can just spend what he wants. I think that's bad for the Premier League. We had that with Roman Abramovich, and I think it ruined the Premier League as a brand. I think it ruined the Premier League in many ways, and it created the beast that is now Chelsea. So yeah, I don't think Roman Abramovich was a good thing for the Premier League, and I think reasonably we have to have mechanisms in place to stop that sort of thing happening again. Jake, I think Newcastle wait till Burnley get relegated next year, 20 million cheaper. Maybe you're getting for about 25 if Burnley went down. That might work, but I think you're probably looking at 30 to 35, maybe 40 with add-ons is what it'll take to get him now. Jake, I think everyone should get 150 million each year, not the big team having advantages every year. The thing is, though, I don't think the big teams necessarily do have the advantages, because you say it like they have the advantages, but there's an argument to say that they've got the biggest burdens as well. They tend to carry the highest wages. They tend to carry the biggest burden in terms of salaries as a business as well. So they have to spend strategically in order to make sure they can keep going as a business. Like, we know how devastating it is for, say, Manchester United and various others to have even 1 year out the Champions League. Whereas teams like Villa, Newcastle, Forest can go, do you know what, we can chuck a bit of money at it, because if we don't get in it, so what? It's fine. We'll fail and we'll go again. For Man United, it can cripple them. For other clubs, we've seen it. It can cripple them. Look at, there's a lot of teams who have it. It's totally built into their business forecast that they can't be not in the Champions League. We can maybe afford 1 year. 2 years is absolutely like the world's falling apart. Adam464 AD, will you cover the Club World Cup? Yes, Adam. Yes, we are covering the Club World Cup. I will be live for the Club World Cup. I'm really looking forward to it. We're live tomorrow for Bayern Munich against Auckland. England have hit the post again. That's the second time we've hit the post now in this game. The second time. Joel Morales, where are you watching the game, pal? I am watching it on England's BBC iPlayer. If you're in England, that is, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. If you're in Scotland or UK, anywhere in the UK, you can watch it on BBC iPlayer. Or you can click the red button on BBC One. If you're anywhere else in the world, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Ben, looks like Robbo off to Atleti. Well, there's rumours about it. I don't know if he'd actually want to go. But I think if he did, I would expect 30 to 35 million, maybe even 40 for him. He's still one of the best left-backs around. Pure Loyalist just got your notification for next game, so liked and commented. Cheers, Pure Loyalist. Good to see you, mate. Thank you. Wendy, but within that period of Chelsea's growth, the Premier League grew exponentially. Well, yeah, but I think that would have happened anyway. I don't think that was anything to do with Roman Abramovich. I think that happened anyway. Jay, big teams don't need to sell as quick and the smaller teams have to sell them. Again, I don't know if that's true. There's player power at all levels. There's player power at all levels. That doesn't matter what. There's player power at Liverpool, for example. Liverpool's a big club. If Coutinho and Suarez, they said to us they want to leave, we have to sell them. That's it. It just is how it is. Adam, the Prem were happy with Chelsea money despite being richest league through TV revenue. I know, but that is what upset everyone, isn't it? And yeah, I think that is what effectively changed everything. Roman Abramovich coming in. Jaden, BBC. Ben, Simeone loves a British fullback. Yeah, Simeone loves a British fullback, doesn't he? Jake, Man U spend 200 million each year. Newcastle's gone 3 windows. Not selling players, selling 100 million's worth of talent. I know. But, again, Man United are loaded with debt. It's a different business decision as well. You've got to look at it from the club's perspective. There's a lot of clubs who can spend and choose not to. You know, you're looking at it as like Newcastle have got their hands tied. It might be like Newcastle are looking at it and going, we're fine. This is part of our business model. Norway are in here. Chance. Should be 2. It is. Oh, what a save from Setford. Great save from Setford. Should have been 2-1 Norway, that. Should have been 2-1 Norway. Very, very good. Wendy, people for the forgetful teams complete and buy in Europe. I don't know what that means, Wendy. Adam, was Arteta right to protect Wanyuri after an injury? No, he wasn't. I think Wanyuri deserves a lot better. And I think Wanyuri probably does leave Arsenal in the next couple of years. I think he's got 2. Has he got 2 years left on his contract, Wanyuri? I honestly, I think Liverpool is looking at him for replacements for Salah. Wendy, people forget we're competing you. So any spending restrictions need to be across the board. Well, they are. The Premier League, the PSR restrictions are the same for everyone. You can only spend within a reasonable parameter and based on what you bring in. If you don't bring it in, then you can't. You have to do some sort of a balancing act somewhere, and that includes everything. That includes wages, expenditure. It includes everything. So, you know, as a club, you have to make a balancing decision somewhere, and that might mean, like Liverpool last season, we didn't sign anyone really. We signed Kee and he barely kicked a ball all season. We paid 10 million quid for him. And we won the league. So Liverpool made an educated, risk-based decision last year, and it paid off. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. Sometimes clubs look at it and go, well, do you know what? Which is what I think Man United are doing right now, by the way. I think Man United are looking at it and going, well, to hell with it. Listen, we can afford 1 year out the Champions League. We can't afford 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw hell for leather at it. We're going to throw absolutely everything at trying to qualify for the Champions League. And if we get it wrong and if we fail, chances are we probably break PSR, we get a points deduction. And we have to take that slap on the wrists. But we absolutely have to go and try and get back in that Champions League. So therefore, they're going for Cunha, they're going for Mbermo, they're going for Gyökeres, they're going for this, that and the other. They're not, it doesn't seem like they have as much of a spending restriction. And that's why Newcastle fans quite rightly are looking and going, what's going on here? It's because they're taking a chance. They're taking a risk. Some clubs don't want to take that risk. I don't think Newcastle have been tied. I think that some clubs have. I don't think Newcastle have. I think Newcastle have been, as you said, Jake, I think they've been quite moderate and considered in their approach. Adam, Man United absolutely needed a director of football immediately after Fergie left. They got one. It just was the wrong one, wasn't it? They needed a lot of good people around the club after. It wasn't even just Fergie, it was David Gill as well. Jake, each club votes on their own self-interest, not the integrity of the league. That's true, yeah. Declan, good to see you, Declan. Jake, big team, have much bigger and deeper squads because they've had advantages for years. Can't tell me different. But, well, no, it's not because they've had advantages for years. You have to have a bigger and deeper squad because you're competing across multiple leagues, multiple competitions. If you're only competing in the Premier League, you don't have Europe to think about, you probably need a much smaller squad. That's the reality of it, So that's why the bigger squads are with the bigger teams, generally speaking. Declan, Andrea Berta hasn't done anything for Arsenal. We'll give him a minute. He's only been in the job 5 minutes. And again, we don't know what's happening with Andrea Berta. He might be struggling. He might be, trying to work out a strategy with Arteta and everything. Messi fan, he is back. Good to see you, mate. Newcastle made some horrible decisions under Ashley, and it's still affecting them today in terms of PSR. That's true. Yeah, I mean, again, you've got to look at it being a longer game. It's not just... It is calculated over 3 years, but Newcastle will be feeling liabilities for much longer. So, yeah, it's not just a quick decision, is it? Alex, how are things, fella? Very good, mate. Yeah, really, really good. We've got a big day of football. We've got 3 live watch-alongs today. So, England against Norway right now in the under-19s. They're just having a cooling break. It's unusual for the under-19s in Romania. I mean, I'm guessing it's fairly hot in Romania at this time of year, but I wouldn't have thought it was so hot that they needed a cooling break. But, hey, it's 1-1. There's 38 minutes on the clock. After this one, we're doing the under-21s, Romania against Spain, and then Italy against Slovakia, under-21s. But this is the under-19s, so we're going to see how that's paving out. Declan Zubamendi is meh. Is there a little bit of you that just thinks Zubamendi's just hanging on for Real Madrid a little bit, and he'd rather go to Real Madrid and play for his hero, Xabi Alonso? Almost feels like he's just dangling the carrot and waiting, isn't he? He's just waiting to kind of fob Arsenal off. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does just feel like he'd rather stay in Spain. Alex Macklin, thoughts on Andy Robertson going to Spain? I don't know if he will. I don't want it to happen. I hope he doesn't. I hope he stays. I think he's still one of the best left-backs around. I actually think if we did sign Milos Kerkez, I think Andy Robertson starts as our starting left-back still. For me, Andy Robertson is still the best that we have. Even with Kerkez coming in. Kerkez is 21. He's not absolutely bang on the money. He's still a very good young player, but he's not ready for starting and competing at the very, very top level. Maybe I'm wrong. I would rather keep Robertson. So I'll be a bit gutted if we do end up losing Andy Robertson to Real Madrid. To Atletico Madrid. Alex Kerkez getting close. Yeah, he's on holiday at the moment in Montenegro. Or at least he was on holiday in Montenegro. Apparently a plane that belongs to Liverpool Football Club was sent to pick him up and flew him home to Bournemouth. So, Liverpool fans tracking planes again. It happens all the time. Declan, Sesko is getting there. Well, there's rumours today in Portugal that Victor Gyökeres has told Man United definitively that he is not interested in a move to Manchester United and his priority is Arsenal, who have apparently made a bid for him. Again, this is in record in the Portuguese league, Portuguese papers. Record is one of the big papers over there, along with Ayogo and Bowler. Yeah, Ayogo and Bowler, I think, are the 4, aren't they? The 3. Record, Ayogo, Bowler. Yeah, they're the 3 in Portugal. Ubaid, my mate, met Gyökeres at a wedding the other day in England. Interesting. I don't know if that means anything. I mean, it might well do. He has basically cut ties with Sporting, hasn't he? But I think he's still got properties in the UK, or still got ties in the UK from his time at Coventry and Brighton. He was over here in the country for quite a while. Declan, why was he in England? Well, Ubaid said it was due to a wedding. But, again, he was in England for many, many years. You've got to remember, he used to play for Brighton. He used to play for... used to play for Coventry. So he's been in England for a long time. So it wouldn't be surprising that he's still got friends, maybe family living over here. I don't think it necessarily means that anything is imminent. Plus, by the way, it wouldn't even matter where in England it was, because Liverpool do medicals in London. It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't make any difference. I think Man United do medicals in London quite frequently. Players fly into Heathrow and players fly into different places. Wendy, who do you feel would be Liverpool's major competitor? Man City. Yeah, Man City always. I think Man City are far more likely to challenge this season, actually. I think they're prepared to... They're very well prepared to go and challenge next season. And if I'm honest, right now, or at least at the end of last season, before Liverpool signed Wirtz and Frimpong and Kirkes, I said I think Man City probably win the league next season. That was my prediction. Before I'd seen all of the transfers coming in. Now I've seen the transfers from both City and Liverpool. I still think it's going to be between them two, but I think Liverpool will give them a much closer run for their money. And that there's a good chance that... You'd probably say that Liverpool are favourites for the league title right now, aren't they? Favourites to retain it. And I don't see Arsenal being involved in it, to be honest. I don't see Arsenal being involved in the title race. Or at least not in any meaningful way. I think they probably finished third, but I would imagine they're closer to Chelsea in fourth than they are to Liverpool and City. Wendy, I guess you're right, because Man City's got a new squad, yet Liverpool's got an established one. No, I wouldn't say we've got an established one, Wendy, because Liverpool are getting rid of a lot of players. There's a lot of players who are leaving Liverpool. Maybe half the squad are leaving. You look at Kelleher, Trent, Kwanzaa, Tsimikas, maybe Andy Robertson as well. That's 5. And then into midfield, Tyler Morton, potentially probably Harvey Elliott will go as well. Federico Chiesa, maybe Luis Diaz, maybe Darwin Núñez. We're up to 10, Then you've got potentially a few others in terms of Ben Doak and there's quite a few. We've got a lot of players, I think, who could leave this summer, and I think probably will leave, and Liverpool will end up making 300-400 million on those players, especially the likes of Diaz and Núñez. We probably get 150 million for the pair for those. Here's Norway coming forward. Again, it's the man down the left-hand side. Again, wonderful ball into the far post. It's 2. Oh, it's 2-1 Norway. 2-1 Norway. It's a really, really good goal. It's a wonderful goal. And it's that man again who's created it on the left-hand side. It's a wonderful ball. He's got a goal and an assist now. Goal and assist for Hamburg's Alexander Rossing-Lelesit. Need to keep an eye out for him. Remember the name. I am telling you, that lad, 18 years of age, he's got a goal and an assist in this one, and I've been very, very impressed with him. Exceptional start from the young man. Declan Kelleher will be solid for Brentford. Yeah, he's a great player. He's a very good player. Best number 2 in the league, in my opinion. It's a great goal, honestly, fantastic goal, and it's there's 3 minutes of added time left here at the end of the first half. England are down. It's not good. Ubaid, who would you like to bring in as striker if Núñez goes? In an ideal world, I'd love to sign Julian Alvarez. If not, it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool went in for Alexander Isak. I think Alexander Isak is still on the table. I think he wants the move, and I think Liverpool could go and get him if we were able to get our outs done efficiently. So yeah, if we move Diaz out, we move Núñez out, we move Elliott out, we move various others out, Liverpool could probably break even in this transfer window. We probably don't spend an awful lot, Wendy, problem is you have these players with contracts which you can't move on. No, I disagree. Liverpool, if there's one thing that Liverpool are very good at, is having players on very manageable contracts. For example, Luis Diaz is on 55 55, 60k a week. Luis Diaz is on 60k a week, which is a pittance for a top left winger. You know, you've got the likes of Semenyo and Kluivert at Bournemouth who are on more than Luis Diaz. So Luis Diaz is demanding a new contract. He wants a new contract, and ideally he wants it at Liverpool. But he is actually driving the move. He wants, if he does get a move, he wants the move from in order to get maybe 200 grand a week, maybe 250, 300 grand a week if he went to Saudi. Barcelona are interested, various others are interested. So, yeah, I think Luis Diaz is a prime example of Liverpool keeping a very solid wage structure. I mean, even Florian Wirtz is coming in on 190k a week, which wouldn't even put him in the top 5 Premier League. I don't even think it would put him in the top 10 Premier League wages. Florian Wirtz is on 190k a week at Liverpool. So, yeah, I honestly, I don't think there's any problems with how Liverpool do contracts. Mason, do you think that 35 million for Tell is good? I'm not convinced on Tell, I'll be honest with you, Mason. We watched France the other day. We watched Audebert and Tell. They were the wingers for France's under-21s against Portugal the other day. We did that watch-along on the channel. And I've got to say, I think that Tell was underwhelming. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Matthijs Tell is a great start. Alexander, I'm just a normal lad from Liverpool whose dream has just come true. He's a rat, isn't he? He's an absolute rat. Jake wants Isak, gets Gordon by overpaying. Listen, I don't think we'll get Gordon. I think we want Alexander Isak, and there's a very real possibility we get him. If not, then we'll go for someone else. We've got other options, whether it be Alvarez or... in an ideal world, I'd rather we got Alvarez. I think Alvarez is the better striker, but Alvarez, Isak, failing that, maybe Ekitike. You bade Liverpool with contracts are great. Look how long it took them with Salah to do it on their terms. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we always tend to get the result and the outcome that we want. Right, it's half-time here. England 1, Norway 2. Not the best start for the young Lions. Disappointing. Very disappointing. It was a great start. Tom Watson scoring for England, put him ahead. And then we've seen Rossing Lelasit, the Rossing Lelasit show. The young Hamburg winger, 18 years of age, scored a wonderful goal to put the Norwegians level, and then created the last bang on half-time for Granas, the midfielder, and 2-1 to Norway going into the break. Jake, I told you, you haven't got a chance this summer, but next you might be able to get Isak. Jake, just like Caicedo and Lavia, Isak will reject Liverpool. The thing is, Caicedo and Lavia rejected Liverpool, I think, in part at least. Well, 2 factors. 1, the London factor. And 2, I think they thought that Chelsea were closer to success than Liverpool were, because they were spending massive amounts of money. If you spend 100 million, 200 million in the same window on, like... They signed Enzo and Caicedo in a very short space of time, didn't they? So everyone around was looking and going, whoa, fair play. They are absolutely... They're going for it, Chelsea. And I think that is probably what convinced Lavia and Caicedo. Plus, obviously, Chelsea look like they're going to win something. Newcastle don't look like they're going to win anything. No offence. Newcastle aren't going to win much. Bang on. Cheers, man. Right, well, we're at half-time here in Petrolul, or Ploiesti, in the Romanian west, I think. Is it the west of Romania? Petrolul Ploiesti. That's where England are playing today. In the Under-19s Championships. It was a great first goal. The goal from Watson here. I am very excited to watch Cherky and Wirtz in the Premier League. Yeah, it'll be great, won't it? It'll be really good. That's what we want to see. Cherky and Wirtz in the Premier League. It's going to be very exciting. Looking forward to it. Jake, but Isak has beat Liverpool in a final. Well, listen, if you said to Isak over the next 5 years, where are you likely to win things? Where are you likely to win more things? Newcastle or Liverpool? That's what it's going to boil down to, innit? Or even the next 3. The next 3 years. Even the next 1. The next 1 year, where are you likely to win things? If Foden can pick up the form from 2 seasons ago, he can reclaim that right side, cutting in the space. I don't think Foden is a winger. I think he's a 10. I don't think he is a winger. And if I'm honest, I didn't really rate him. Even when he was at his best, I didn't rate him. I think he's just okay, but I still think he's not as good as Bellingham or as good as Palmer. I think he's like 3rd for England in that position. Henok, Robbo going to Atletico Madrid. There's rumours, but I don't think he ends up going. Personally, I think he stays. Jake, Newcastle, because he's a turn player. He doesn't, mate. He's got no loyalty. Players don't have loyalty. He's got no loyalty to Newcastle. He doesn't have any reason to stay at Newcastle any more than he did Dortmund or Sociedad. It doesn't make any difference to him. He's leaving to further his career. Liverpool are a better team. Liverpool are more likely to win things. That's what it boils down to in the end. Man City are in need for a right-back. They can maybe get away with Núñez, but maybe a Livramento, etc. I don't think that Newcastle will let Livramento go. We've just been talking about that, mate. Yeah, I think Livramento is going to be a bit too expensive for Man City. So it's probably more likely that City go and pick up a younger, more inexperienced right back and try and help him push on. Quite a few they could go for. Jake Wirtz going for 115 million just proves Isak is worth 150 at least. Wirtz went for 100 million. 100 million is all we've agreed to pay. So 100 million, which is a drop in the ocean for a player who's literally just turned 22. He's only just turned 22. So that's why. And he's done it at the very, very highest level. Whereas Isak is like 26. He hasn't done it at the very, very highest level. And yeah, he's 4 years older. So for me, you look at Isak and you think, well, I reckon you'd get 100 million for Isak. You'd get 100 million for Isak. I think Jack Grealish could do a decent at a club like Everton. If they can loan to buy, would be nice. I think Everton have got any money. Yeah, I don't think Everton have got any money, to be honest, mate. I think they're going to struggle to do anything this summer. Jake saying with Liverpool and Isak, Newcastle will price them out too. But as we've said, player power. If the player says he wants to go, the player usually gets his way. And I think that is what's going to happen with Isak eventually. He will say, I want to leave, and Newcastle will have no option but to sell him. To be fair, Grealish wouldn't start too much for Everton, even if Ndai goes to right wing. Grealish would start for Everton. Grealish should be Everton's best player. Comfortably. Jake, Isak is 25, proved he can do it with back-to-back. 20 plus goals a season though, no strikers around. No, he's 26 by the time the season basically kicks off. He's 26. So 26 is, at that point, it becomes unsustainable to pay 150 million for him. Because at that point, age starts to catch up. Maybe injuries and things like that. There's always that question mark. Declan, everyone's wasted their money on a new stadium. Yeah, no kidding. Mason Longley, thoughts on Ekitike? He's alright, isn't he? He's okay. Yeah, he's alright. I don't know if I'd be made up if Liverpool spent 85 million quid on him, which is apparently the amount of money they're expecting. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd be made up with him. Jake, that's what boosts Isak price. He's a striker, and there aren't many elite ones. I know, but the thing is, the price only holds as long as Isak stays quiet. If Isak says publicly, I want to leave the club. If Isak says, I want to leave Newcastle, and puts a transfer request in and makes it public, Newcastle have to sell him. So the price has to come down. At that point, Newcastle have to get the best deal they can for him. But they have to get a deal for him. They can't leave him. They can't keep him. Because then it's like having a car sat on your drive, an expensive car sat on your drive that you can't drive. Like, it just becomes pointless. He becomes an asset that is just depreciating in value every single year. So, at that point, that's maybe where clubs end up doing a loan. Like Osimhen going to Galatasaray. I could see that happening, I really could see that happening. It would be very, very likely that Newcastle and Liverpool agree. They kind of keep negotiating. Newcastle say 150, Liverpool laugh it off and say absolutely not. And then in the end, there's just an agreement that, look, what we'll do, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will take him on loan with the understanding that we pay you a big loan fee up front. So we pay you £30 million for the year, right? But if he hits this and this parameter, if he scores this amount of goals and he stays this fit and this amount of appearances, whatever, then it triggers this transfer fee. And maybe it's like Newcastle taking a share of the risk. That might happen. Morgan Rogers, best player in the world, Mo Salah. Finners, who do you think Liverpool will sign after Kirkes and... who do I think Liverpool will sign after Kirkes and Wirtz? I think Kirkes, Wirtz, Frimpong. I think it'll probably be a left winger or a centre forward, maybe. Maybe Alvarez, maybe Rafa Leao. Rafa Leao's another one as well that seems to be doing the rounds. Jake, he will win you around. Kee, I dug deep on Ekatike. Toon was linked in recent windows. If you think Isak will go for less than 150 million, you're mad. Listen, he probably wouldn't go for less than 150 million if he stayed quiet. If Isak stays quiet, if he says, I'm fine, I'm not bothered about staying or going, I'll quite happily stay. But if the club agree a deal, then I'll go. If he says that and doesn't say anything, then yeah, maybe he is 150 million. If Isak says, I want to leave... I don't think he is 150 million, by the way. But if Isak says, I want to leave, you'll get maybe 110 at a push. Jeremy, Duke of Belgium, good to see you, mate. Are we doing a Club World Cup watch-along for Inter Miami or too early? I hate DAZN Sport. No, we're not doing a watch-along for Inter Miami. We're not doing Inter Miami, but we are doing tomorrow night Bayern Munich and Auckland. So we're doing that at 5. And then we're doing at 8 o'clock Atletico Madrid and PSG. So we've got 2 games on tomorrow night. Today we've got 3 games today. We've got England, Norway, under-19s. Straight after this, we've got Spain and Romania, under-21s. And then straight after that, we've got Italy and Slovakia, under-21s, in the under-21 championships which are going on. So, yeah, loads of under-21s football today. Club World Cup starts tomorrow. Now you're going to believe us. Liverpool should only be signing Isak. No one else good enough. Take a risk on Gyökeres at a cheap price. Gyökeres is nowhere near good enough for the Premier League, mate. I don't think he's good enough for the Prem, full stop. I think Alvarez would be the next. And to be honest, I'd rather have Alvarez than Isak, yeah. I think Alvarez is better than Isak. Jake Curtin, even if he doesn't sign a new deal and stays another year, 150 million, we will see. Yeah, we will see. Now you're going to believe us. Isak is not worth what Wirtz is. He does have Premier League tax, 120 max. Yeah, and that's maybe if he stays quiet, isn't it? Jake, Newcastle don't want to be seen as easy to buy star players. You will overpay 100 million%. Any good games today, pal? These ones, really. These are the only ones we've got. Championship is better than the Premier League, and it's not even close. Well, yeah, it's been more enjoyable, hasn't it, the Championship? Jake, like I said before, I'll be back here to tell you I told you so in July when he signs a new deal. No, but that doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference, does it? If he does sign a new contract, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make any difference. Just because he signs a new contract, that doesn't mean you're right. Because players have signed a new contract and then left like days later, weeks later. It means nothing. Shay472, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Are you not doing an Al Ahly versus Inter Miami tonight? No, I'm not doing it, mate. It's 1 a.m. and I've got a little girl here, so I can't be doing it while I've got my little girl staying here. She's 4, so there's no way I can have her up through the night hearing me cheering for Inter Miami. Kieran Baines, Ipswich player have gone to Swansea. Australian international Cameron Burgess. So he's gone to Swansea. Wow. Okay. Jake, he's telling friends and family he loves Newcastle and he's staying. Told Newcastle too. Listen again, Jake. Whatever helps you sleep at night, mate. Whatever helps you sleep at night. M15-7. Do the under-21s look promising? Well, this is the under-19s. Sanjuid Ali, how do you watch the England under-19s? You can watch him on BBC iPlayer, mate. Go to watch BBC and the red button, you can watch him on there. That's what we're doing now. Caleb Kapoor has just come on for Tristan Rowe for England. Caleb Kapoor has come on. But yes, the under-21s looked great last night. The under-19s so far, it's just about to kick off for the second half here. I think Norway have been the better side. England have hit the bar twice and they've scored the first goal, but they kind of gave it away in the second part of the first half. Shay472, is it 1 a.m? I thought it was at 8. No, it's 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, early hours of Sunday. So yeah, we're not doing Inter Miami. Ronnie Dodge, Spurs put a £70 million bid for Mbeumo, then they can have him. They're stupid to pay that much. And Mbeumo's going to Manchester United, Ronnie, I promise you. Ronnie, he is going to Manchester United. He isn't going to Spurs. I would like him to go to Spurs, but it's an absolute power play from Manchester United. That's all it is. From Brentford. It's just from Brentford, trying to get a better price. That's all it is. There's nothing in it. It's agents and stories and trying to leak stuff to the press to try and inflate prices. That's all. There's nothing at all in it. Jake, Newcastle kind of need to sell an Isak to boost the books for the next few years. Jeremy Duke, Gyökeres is not good enough for the Prem. He struggled for Coventry. It's not necessarily that he struggled for Coventry. He did all right, didn't he? I just don't think he's... I don't think he's 60, 70, 80 million quid, which is what they're asking for him. Jake, what other fans and Liverpool believe he's worth is different to what the Toon will sell for. Well... I'm not sure. I think Newcastle will have to sell him if he says he wants to leave. That's going to be the key factor, Jake. If he says he wants to leave, Newcastle have to sell. That is the trigger. At that point, they have to sell. They haven't got a choice. So they have to go, well, all right, we think he's worth 150, but now he's causing problems. He's saying that he wants to leave, and he's kicking up a bit of a fuss. So, at that point, we have to sell him for maybe closer to 100. They haven't got much choice. They can't do anything. Now you're going to believe us. We'd be better with a 9 that runs in behind and has elite hold-up play. Not totally against Ekatike. Ekatike, I don't think is right for Liverpool, personally. I could be wrong. I think he's a decent player, but not 85 million quid's worth. Alvarez has got the best hold-up play. And he's so... Alvarez's movement is the best in world football, for me. He is the best. He's a mix of Bobby Firmino and he can score goals as well. Honestly, I think he's fantastic. Thierry Henry said it on the overlap the other week. Thierry Henry said his favourite centre-forward in football right now is Julian Alvarez. He's unbelievable. He's absolutely unbelievable. That's high praise from Thierry Henry. Jake, if Isak signs a new deal, means you pay more, Toon have more leeway. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't matter whether he's got 5 years or 1 year. If he says he wants to leave, the price comes down. It doesn't matter. It's the same price. It's exactly the same. Makes absolutely no difference at all, mate. I promise you. Owen, thoughts on the plane? Owen, not a great comment, that, mate. Opinions on Trent leaving for 10 million, such a good deal for Madrid. It is a great deal for Madrid, isn't it? Jake Gyökeres of development now, totally different to the player at Cov. He is a risk, though. Gyökeres has scored a lot for Sweden and in the Champions League. He has, but yeah, opt to consider 11 of the 18 Liga Portugal teams as League One standard. What I will say is that Casapia, right? Casapia, who are in the Portuguese Primeira Liga, do you know who they have at centre-back? Do you remember Jose Font, who used to play for Southampton? He's like 42 now, and that's the sort of centre-backs that Gyökeres has been up against. Casapia in the Portuguese league have got Jose Fonte at centre-back. They've got João Moutinho in midfield at Braga. And that's Braga. Braga are a good side. João Moutinho's getting on for 40. So I'm not surprised Gyökeres runs through him. It doesn't mean all that much, and I don't think 70 million quid is good value for him. Jeremy Duke of Belgium, as a City fan, if you get Alvarez, you will be blessed. One of the most underrated youngsters right now. Top player. Yeah, top player. Jake, so if Isak doesn't kick up a fuss, is it 150? If Isak doesn't kick up a fuss, then I don't think he goes. I'll say that. I think if Isak doesn't kick up... I think Isak will have to kick up a fuss in order to leave. And I think he will. I think he will kick up the fuss. Because he'll want to leave. Why would he stay? Benjamin, who do you think will win? I think it's going to be a draw. I think England get back into this. Kieran, sad that some of our players are leaving when they've been there since we were in League One, but now it's time to get better players in. Maybe so. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ipswich this year. England in down the left-hand side here now. Good cross, cleared behind. Going to be a corner. Benjamin, Man U need to sell their goalkeeper. Yeah, no kidding. Onana. Apparently Onana has told Amorim that he wants to stay at the club. What do we make of that? Andre Onana saying he wants to stay. Ajit Kumar, hello sir. Hello to you, sir. Good to have you on the channel. For those that are new to the channel, please do give us a like. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. We are live every single day on this channel. We do watch-alongs every single day from all around the world, from leagues all around the world. We're watching the Under-19s Championship now. We've watched the Under-21s Championship. We're watching the Club World Cup. We watched the Premier League, La Liga, the Championship, the SPL. We've watched the Icelandic League, the Norwegian Eliteserien. We've watched a bit of everything. We watch all leagues, the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, everything. So if you like watch-alongs and you want to watch along, at least one, every single day, you need to subscribe to this channel. Give us a like, give us a follow. We're live every single day. Atleti are winning the Club World Cup. Do you think so? I think City. Yeah, I think City are going to be the ones to watch. I think City need to kind of make a bit of a statement that they are back on the big scene and that they are here to sort of, you know, put a claim in for all the big titles again this year. Forest Forever. Good to see you, Forest Forever. How's it going, mate? Disappointing end to the season for you, man. I've got to say, I'm a little bit disappointed as well in the approach of Marinakis and Forest in general to the whole Crystal Palace situation. I thought that was really mean-spirited. That was really mean-spirited, I thought. Connor Davis, good to see you, mate. All right, how's it going? Yeah, it's really good, mate. Really, really good. Looking forward to a big day of football. We've got 3 games on. England, Norway Under-19s, Spain against Romania in the Under-21s straight after this. And then tonight, 8 o'clock, Italy against Slovakia in the Under-21s again. So, looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Benjamin Attack 23. Thank you for that. Really appreciate the subscription. Chelsea FC, thank you for the follow as well. And Conspiracy Corp, thank you for the subscribe. Jeremy Duke of Belgium, how much do all these channels cost you? Well, this is free, mate. It's on BBC iPlayer. You can watch it for free. But the rest of them do cost a fair bit, to be honest. You can get League Pass. League Pass is about It's about, I think, how much was it for the last season? About 15 quid. It wasn't much. You can get a decent... If you've got Discovery as well, you can get Liga and... you can get La Liga TV as well on that. La Liga TV on the old Virgin, the old thingy remote. You can get it on that. That's not much. Premier Sports as well is another good one to get. And OneFootball is free, and you can watch a lot of good footy on OneFootball for free as well. Again, this is not, on the dodgy stick or anything like that. This is all that you would be amazed at how much football you can watch for free on UEFA TV, for example. We've watched quite a bit of footy as well. Sengum Puja, do you believe that England can win? Of course we can win, yeah. It's a corner to England here. It's whipped in, header, cleared away by Norway. I do think England will get at least a draw in this, but Norway are dangerous on the counter-attack. Marmouche is a pure elite signing, says now you're going to believe us, and Rodri coming back for them is the real key. Cherki and Ait Nouri are Liverpool's leftovers. I think that's harsh, mate. I think we'll find out next season with Cherki. He's a very good player. Ait Nouri too, but Ait Nouri is a little bit... got a tendency to wander out of position. Connor Davis, any under-19 England players to watch out for? Setford in goal has made a couple of half-decent saves for England. He plays for Arsenal, Setford. He's done all right. Tom Watson, of course. Tom Watson has scored. He played for Sunderland, scored the winner in the Sunderland v Sheffield United playoff final. He scored today, Tom Watson. He is currently at Brighton. He signed for Brighton immediately after the playoff final. So he's not at Sunderland anymore. But yeah, Tom Watson's very, very good. Setford's been very good in goal. Trying to think who else would have been... There's not really been any other standouts so far, for England at least. For Norway, I've been incredibly impressed with the young man on the left-hand side. Philoe, Ten Hag pulled Liverpool pants and made them overpay. I'm going to send the money to United. Well, you need it, don't you, mate? You definitely need it at United. Get that roof fixed. Get that leaky roof fixed and get some rat traps out. You've got rats all over the place. Did you hear that Manchester United's hygiene status has been downgraded as well? They've been downgraded as like a 2 out of 5 hygiene, like desperately needs improvement. So yeah, it's just an absolute hole, isn't it, Old Trafford? Absolute cesspit. Terrible off the pitch, terrible on the pitch. Yeah, the goal from Norway was absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely sensational. And he's currently at... he's just gone off. Alexander Rossing-Lelesit. Oh, my mate's gone off. Troy Nyhammer has come on, but Rossing-Lelesit, remember the name. Alexander Rossing-Lelesit. Top player. Really disappointing. George TRFC, yo, do you know Tranmere? Of course I know Tranmere, yeah. I'm from Merseyside, mate. Of course I know Tranmere. Quite fortunate to stay up in the end last season, Tranmere, weren't you? But yeah, I've got a real affinity for Tranmere. I like Rovers. Philoe, you delude. No, I'm not deluded. It's all good. Is it true Trent was learning Spanish for years? Maybe not years, but I would imagine at least 6 to 12 months. Yeah, at least 6 to 12 months he was learning Spanish for. So, another rat. England down the right-hand side here. Cleared away by Norway, but it's recycled by England and knocked back into the box. Is it true Slippy G agreed to go to Chelsea and you lot threatened him? You lot? I didn't threaten him. No, I didn't threaten him. No, not at all. No, he's he got an offer from Chelsea and he turned it down. He turned down about 5 or 6 different clubs throughout his career. Turned down Man United as well. Alex Ferguson wanted him because he had this bum of a midfielder called Paul Scholes. He thought he wanted to get an upgrade, so he came for Gerrard, and Gerrard said, "On your bike, mate. You'll have to stick with Scholes. I'm sorry." So he ended up sticking with Paul Scholes in the end. Jeremy, Duke of Belgium, is it bad that I'm still not over the Euro 2021 mix of emotions? Well, listen, it was a good tournament. It was a good tournament. Right, it's going to be a long ball up the pitch here from Norway. M15-7, what time are you on? 59 minutes. 59 something. $59.26. Benjamin, what's your team, mate? My team is Liverpool. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. But we watch and talk about everyone on this channel. We watch Liverpool, we talk about United, and we watch Chelsea, we watch Man United, we watch everyone. So if there's a football game on, we'll watch him. But I am a Liverpool fan. Absolutely, I'm a Liverpool fan. Charlie, which teams do you support? I mean, to be honest, I honestly only have the energy for Liverpool. Like, Liverpool emotionally drains me, so I can't really do any more than Liverpool. I like a lot of teams. I quite like Betis. I quite like Fiorentina. I like Auxerre in France. I like Malaga. Quite a lot of teams that I've got a bit of a soft spot for. But, yeah, I just love watching football. I'm sad. I'm an absolute nerd. I like watching football. Saki, hopefully Wydad beat City. Wydad Casablanca, yeah, look, we're doing that game. We're going to be live for that game. Philoe, what's the expectations for 150 million, 450k a week vert? He's not on 450k a week and we've not paid 150 million. I don't know where you're getting your numbers from. We've paid 100 million for him, so you're at least 50% out there. So we've paid 100 million for him, and he's only on 195 grand a week, which is a lot less, by the way. That's £130,000 a week less than you're paying Marcus Rashford. So, yeah, I mean, we're paying him. We are paying Florian Wirtz 2 Luis Diaz's less than you're paying Marcus Rashford. How's about that? That's how much we're paying him. Benjamin, yeah, that's decent, mate. Man U, nice. No worries, Benjamin. We've got a lot of Man U fans on as well. A lot of Man United fans. Saki, inshallah, brother. Happy Eid as well to those that are of that persuasion. Kieran, you're not alone. I'm a football nerd too. Well, this is it. Football is what binds us, isn't it? Football brings us all together. Doesn't matter where you're from, what your creed, colour, all that sort of thing is. It doesn't matter. Football unites us and divides us. Here's England driving forward. It's a wonderful run. Must shoot. Tommy Watson. Oh, he really should have scored there. It was a wonderful run from midfield from the... Who was that? I need to know who that was. It was the number 10, I think, who burst from midfield. I think it was King. Yeah, it was Josh King. Fulham's Josh King. Great run from midfield. Charlie, where's that Hamburg pennant from? I picked it up in Cologne, it was. It was in Cologne many, many years ago. I'm watching Liverpool. And it's an actual match one, that one. That's an actual... I've got a Bayern Munich one over there as well. I don't know if you can see it just on that side. Bayern Munich's. There's a Bayern Munich pennant and the Hamburg one, but the Hamburg one is an actual match one. M15-7 with a secret love for United. I haven't got a secret love for United. I don't hate anyone really though. Phil Owe, Cunha and Bermo, Onana, Højlund, Sancho, Rashford, Anthony leaving United cooking. You've got to try and find someone to buy him first, mate. You've got to try and find someone to buy him. Phil Owe, do you like Plymouth? Yeah, I don't mind Plymouth actually. We did quite a few Plymouth games towards the end of the season. We did Plymouth and Coventry, which was an unbelievable game. 3-1 to Plymouth. I thought they might stay up after that. But no, sadly it wasn't meant to be. Philoe, do you like the tunes? Newcastle, remember they manhandled you lot at Wembley. I don't mind Newcastle at all. Yeah, decent club. I like Newcastle. I was glad that it was them who beat us. Philoe, 190k. You lot really are deluded in it. What for paying 190k for Wirtz? Surely that's better than 325 for Rashford. Is that not better? Would you not say? Are you getting value out of Rashford? Would you say? One COVID league and one PGMOL league, and you lot have the audacity of waffling. Plymouth knocked you out. They did, yeah, they did. They knocked us out of the FA Cup, I know, yeah. And we still won the Premier League title at a breeze. We won it by Christmas. Although saying that, you probably won't remember. You've not won one in a while, have you? Not won one in a while. You might know what. I don't know if you might. You probably don't know what it feels like. Jeremy, do I join Cov Academy or Sheffield United? You make my footballing career decision. I would say Cov. Yeah, I would say Cov. Definitely Cov. Phil Owe, what happened the last time you won the COVID league? Did you defend it? I don't know what you mean, mate. Yeah, we defended it. Yeah, we did. Of course we defended it. Lars Remem is coming off and Sigurd Jakobsen Prestmo is coming on. And Mikkel Hope has gone off for Karsten. No way that's his name. We've got another Neville here. Karsten for Norway. Right, here we go. Norway down the left-hand side. Big chance. Oh, England do very well and carry it away. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. This is a great run. Should be a foul, that ref. Surely, free kick. No, not getting it. Not getting it. Jeremy, Duke of Belgium, how much football shirts have you got? I can see you collect them from your background. I wouldn't say I collect them. I've got about 100, I would say. I've got about 100. And I've just accumulated them over the years. I've not like... It's just been tops that I've liked. I'm not doing it with any like definite purpose. So I couldn't tell you how many I've got. I've just got them dotted around and I've decided to kind of present them like that behind me. But I'm going to change them all for the new season. So we're going to have 4, 8, 12, maybe 16 new shirts behind me for the start of the new season. So come August, we'll have 16 brand new shirts. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway for those that want to participate. If you're subscribed on YouTube and you're a follower on TikTok, we will be doing the giveaway for the start of the new season. I'll be giving away a shirt of your choice, whether it's one I've got or one I've not got. I will buy you a shirt of your choice. If you win the draw, obviously. We'll have to do the draw all proper. But yeah. How much? Oh, your background is really nice. Cheers, Jeremy. Other than the one in my top right. Oh, no. Victor Benter, so you Haji t-shirts? No, I haven't got a Haji t-shirt, but I would love a Haji t. I assume, do you mean Haji as in Georgie Haji? Or Georgie Haji was brilliant. I would love a Georgie Haji Romania shirt. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah, Georgie Haji would be great. Or even Mustafa Haji was a great Coventry player back in the day. Mustafa Haji was brilliant. Really liked him. Jalisto, good to see you, mate. Hi, I would like to know your prediction for Club World Cup Group F. Club World Cup Group F. Club World Cup Group F. Who would I say? That's a very good question, actually. The FIFA Club World Cup Group F. My prediction is exactly as it's alphabetically laid out. I think it's going to be Dortmund top, Fluminense. Oh no, and then Ulsan. I think it's going to be Dortmund, Fluminense, Ulsan, and Mamelodi Sundowns bottom. Mamelodi Sundowns, I think, will get beat by everyone. Ulsan, I think, will beat Mamelodi Sundowns. Victor Benter, I am from Romania. Nice, good to see you, mate. Really good to see you. We had a Romanian. We watched Romania last night, and we're watching Romania under 21s after this game. Straight after this game, if you want to stick with us, if you want to follow us on YouTube, we are live on for Spain under 21s against Romania under 21s as well. Amrit, are you going to do the Inter Miami match? No, we're not doing the Inter Miami match because it's at 1 a.m. But we will be doing the 2 games tomorrow, which are Bayern Munich, Auckland, and PSG against Atletico Madrid. So we're going to be doing all of them. Connor S22, what spell games? What spell games did you watch this season? Do you mean what SPL games? SPL games, we watched quite a few. We watched Rangers and Celtic, we watched the Old Firm, we watched Ross County and Livingston. Both games of Ross County and Livingston, which were unbelievable, by the way. They were one of our most watched live streams ever, funnily enough. I was really surprised. But yeah, Ross County and Livingston in the relegation playoff, the SPL relegation playoff. That was a fantastic game. Great to see Livingston winning that one. Nationalsecurity.com. Who's the most famous person you've ever met? The most famous person I've ever met. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Xabi Alonso. Met Xabi Alonso. Yeah, Xabi Alonso, Jamie Carragher, Robbie Fowler. Quite a few Liverpool players. I'm trying to think now. I've probably met some other people. England chance. Oh, just wide. Unlucky. Really unlucky. Really unlucky. Jeremy, Duke of Belgium, good to see you. Hi, came from TikTok. Nice, cheers, Jeremy. Appreciate that, mate. Emmanuel Ponce, transmission live. Yeah, this is live. Yeah, we are live. Absolutely, we're live. England sucks. Cheers. They're not doing too well, are they? Irfan Khan, England scored in 3 minutes. See, bro. Hopefully so. Yeah, hopefully England do. I'd like England to at least get a draw out of this one. Premier League dad fan. Cheers, Jeremy. Eunice, how was Rossing Lelasit from Mate, he was absolutely unbelievable. He was incredible. Rossing Lelasit was absolutely incredible. I've loved watching him. His first goal was unbelievable, and then he got the assist for what looks like the winner so far. He has been undoubtedly the star of this tournament so far. I know it's early days, but yeah, he did limp off. He's got injured and had to go off the pitch, which was disappointing. But he's one I am now keeping an eye on. Rossing Lelasit of Hamburg from Norway. Absolutely brilliant left-wing option. Irfan Khan, which team are you supporting, bro? I'm not really supporting anyone in this. I have got a bet on England, so I wouldn't mind England to get something out of it, but I'm not... although I am English, I wouldn't consider myself an England fan. So I just love watching football. It doesn't matter to me who wins. I'm a Liverpool fan though. If you're asking club level, I support Liverpool. Eunice, I'm excited seeing him in Division 1 in Germany next season. Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, we're gonna do quite a lot of Bundesliga games on this channel next season. We do a watch-along, at least one watch-along every single day. So I'm sure we will do a lot of Bundesliga games next year. I'm looking forward to doing Hamburg. And yeah, hopefully we see a little bit of Rossing Lelasit. YouTube, Senegal. Yeah, well... The Senegal game was dreadful. Typical. G. Lawrence, 94. Andy Robertson to Atletico. I wonder if he's already learnt his Spanish. I reckon he's on the old Duolingo app right now, isn't he? Alfie, how's Dyer playing? Dyer, so-so. He's not done much. Samuel Amayor has just come on for Caden Young. Yeah, Dyer hasn't done an awful lot. He's been okay. I would say the best player we've had has been Tom Watson. And then after him, maybe Mikey Moore on the left. There's not been too many chances for England. Tom Watson's just gone off for Jesse Derry. It's going to be a free kick to Norway in the box here now. Irfan Khan, do you like cricket? Not really. No, it's not really my thing, mate. I don't really watch cricket. I watch a lot of football, but not any cricket, really. Briley Stephen Lee, I don't care about England. Nah, well, I don't really either, but it's a game of football, isn't it? It's a game of football, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it no matter who's playing. Yo, Samuel, why are England horrible at football? I don't know. We never used to be, did we? Newcastle is going to win the Premier League next season, says FYouTube. No, they're not. Newcastle won't finish in the top 5 next season. Won't get anywhere close to the top 5 next season. G. Lawrence 94, time for Harvey Elliott to leave Liverpool. Yeah, he's going to leave Liverpool for sure. I think it's the right thing for him to do. He needs to go and get regular game time somewhere. That's going to be a free kick to England, and it's in a good position down that left-hand side. Very good position. Irfan, I need 2 more goals to win, bro. I put 10k. Good luck, Irfan. Good luck. I don't know if we're going to get 2 more. I think you might get 1 more. I don't think you'll get 2 more, but 1 definitely. There's a good chance for 1. Right, if you haven't yet, we've got a free kick here for England. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. If you haven't yet clicked follow on TikTok, please do so. Click the like button, click subscribe. We do live football every single day on this channel. Clubs and games from around the world. We do a live watch along at least once a day. Ball whipped in by England, headed back across, chance, must be. Cleared away by Norway again. It's really poor. They've got to do better here, England. They've got to be a bit more decisive. Got to be a bit more decisive. G. Lawrence, Harvey Elliott would do well at somewhere like Fulham. I think so too, yeah. I think Fulham would have been... I mean, he came from Fulham, didn't he? Ball into the box here. Again, there's a claim for a penalty for England, and they've give it! He's give it! Oh my God! He's give it! It's a penalty for England. Oh, sweet Lord. I don't know how he got that. It was Muka. Shamira Muka, the 17-year-old Chelsea striker. The ball gets whipped in from the left-hand side. Muka is battling with, I think it's Oren. Is it Oren, the young centre-back? Let's just watch it back. Oh, that's not a penalty. Come on. That's not a penalty. Matthias Oren, he's going to be very disappointed with that. I don't know if there's going to be a VAR check on this, but I tell you what, it is going to be a penalty. And I was just asked just a few minutes ago, how is Mikey Moore doing? How's Mikey Moore doing? He's got the ball in his hands and he's about to take a penalty. That's how he's doing. It's going to be penalty to England here. England ready to step up and take this penalty. And he scored it. Mikey Moore, 2-2. Get in. Mikey Moore sticks it away. England 2, Norway 2. Into the last 10-15 minutes here. Here we go. We're on. Yours, Samuel. What time does the Club World Cup kick off? What time does the Club World Cup kick off? British time. Inter Miami and Al Ahly kick off at 1 a.m. GMT here in the UK. So 1 a.m. past my bedtime. I'm not watching it. I'll find out the score when I wake up in the morning. I am going to be doing 2 watch-alongs tomorrow at the Club World Cup. We've got the first one being Bayern Munich against Al Ahly. That one starts at 4 p.m. UK time, and then we've got another one at 7 p.m. UK time, which is PSG against Atletico Madrid. So we're going to be doing both of them. YouTube, Norway, one more for sure, possibly, yeah. Emmanuel Ponce in Argentine soccer. Which soccer team do you like? Do you know what? I always liked Boca Juniors, right? However, as I've got older, I don't appreciate Boca Juniors maybe as much as I once did, and I'm a big fan of Newell's Old Boys. I really like Newell's Old Boys. Hello, Norwegian win. Benjamin, get England in a bet. Need him to win. Fan, one more goal. I will win. F YouTube. Come on, Norway. Jay, does anyone care about the Club World Cup? Well, yeah, quite a few do. I care, to be honest. I quite enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. It's a good bit of football. It's something a bit different. You don't tend to get it over the summer months, club football, so why not? Something a bit different. Lighten up, mate. It's football. Football's football. Will Robertson's looking at getting scouted for Atletico Madrid. I don't think he goes there, Will. I don't think he goes there at all. I hope he doesn't anyway. I really like Andy Robertson. One of my favourite Liverpool players ever. Yours, Samuel. You must do Real versus Hilal. Gotta watch the Greedy Kids debut match for his dream club. Yeah, his dream club. The Rat. Right, Ethan Wheatley has come on. Manchester United's Ethan Wheatley has come on for Joshua King of Fulham. So England are going for it. Centre forward for a central midfielder. They've changed system. Looks like England are going for 2 up front here now. Benjamin, I'll be staying on for the Spain match as well. Nice, thanks Benjamin. Good. Yeah, we'll be ending this live and then restarting one straight after for Spain against Romania in the under-21s. England are in 1-on-1 here. This could be 3-2 if they get it right. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that was pathetic. He was all he had to do was keep running towards goal. Instead, he tried to pass it across to his mate. Ah, it was shocking for England. Really poor. Really, really poor. Irfan, bro, I can cash out my total amount 10k thing for the second goal. I'd cash, yeah. I'm risk averse, mate. I would cash out. Javti, I got a bet on. Need Norway 1 more goal to win it. I don't think Norway are scoring. England are in the ascendancy now, mate. I think if there's going to be a goal in the next 10 minutes, it's going to be an England goal. Norway are making mistakes now. They're losing all the second balls. England are picking up all the second balls. England look like they want it more. In the last, this is so far, England have got 72% possession compared to Norway's 28%. That's how bad it's been, certainly in this half. England have had all the ball, all the chances. You know, I think England are all over these at the minute. Chimey, I just locked in my bet and hesitated to add an England win. I thought they were losing. Well, 2-2 as it stands. It's going to be a free kick here. Marco, are you going to watch the Miami game? No, I'm not watching the Miami game. Far too early, mate. Past my bedtime. It's at 1 a.m. UK time. So, no, I won't be watching the Miami game. Irfan, no, 5 goal, I think, bro. That's why I cash out amount. I would cash out. Yeah, I would cash out for sure. If you can get a decent amount back, cash it. Right, we've got an England centre-back down here with cramp. I think it's Mafuni. Is it Mafuni? Yeah, Stephen Mafuni of Manchester City has gone down with a little bit of cramp. I think he's just delaying a little bit. Into the last 6 minutes, plus added time. Javti, it's always the case. If one team's a goal down, they will normally always score. Especially in these tournaments. We've had some really good games. I think we've had some amazing games already in the under-19s, the under-21 games. They've been really entertaining. So, I've enjoyed them. Yeah, I've really enjoyed them. Will, watching the US Open golf as we speak. Honestly, no issues with you, Will. I love you to bits, you know that. But, the golf. I would rather watch paint dry. Golf is bad. Right, England must be. Oh, you numpty. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, Zach Wheatley. He was one-on-one with the keeper. Why didn't you just shoot? You moron. He runs it out of play. Runs it straight out of play. That's not good enough. Manchester United, Zach Wheatley getting it all wrong. He was one-on-one with the keeper. All he had to do was shoot. He tries to round the keeper, runs it out of play for a goal kick to Norway. Horrendous. Irfan Khan, bro, where are you from? I am from St Helens, a place called St Helens originally, but I've moved about a little bit. I worked in Liverpool for many years. I was born about 15-20 minutes from Anfield. That's why I support Liverpool, and my dad supported Liverpool and went to pretty much every Liverpool game from 1972 onwards. So I was always going to be a Liverpool fan. But I'm from the northwest of England. Javti, how much added time do we reckon? Well, there's another England player down here now. And I think, is it Mafuni again? Might be Mafuni again here. So I think it's going to be maybe 5 or 6 minutes of added on time. I think we've got a bit of time. Daniel, what do you think? Trent speaking fluent Spanish. Did I say Zach Wheatley? Or did I think I meant Ethan Wheatley. I don't know why I said Zach Wheatley. I think, do you know why it was? Because I don't know why I'm thinking Zach Whitbread. Zach Whitbread used to play for Liverpool. I meant Ethan Wheatley, not Zach Wheatley. Shay472, what channel is the game on? It is on BBC iPlayer. It's a long ball into the box from Norway, and it's cleared away by England. That's much better. Daniel, what do you think about Trent speaking fluent Spanish? I think it's a sign that he mugged Liverpool off. That's what I'll say. He mugged Liverpool off. Absolutely mugged Liverpool off, and I'm gutted about it, but hey, it is what it is. Julius, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Spurs CC, when is the match? I want to know how Moore does. It's on now. Mikey Moore has scored. He scored the equaliser from the penalty spot for England, and he played quite well, actually. Yeah, he's played quite well. Will, apparently when Wirtz comes back from holidays, when the medical happens, yeah, it'll be done next week, mate. 1 second. Benjamin, Bradford, me. Good. Nice to see it, Benjamin. Daniel, does your dad still go to games? Not really. No. The last time me and my dad went to a game was last year. Liverpool against Lask Linz in the Europa League. We've not even been to a game under Arne Slot. And we used to go a lot of games. part of the reason we don't go is well, one, because of the cost. Honestly, it's just extortionate. And then partially due to health reasons for me and my dad. So it's just, yeah, it's difficult really to go to games now. But we used to go all over Europe. We used to go and watch Liverpool in big Champions League games. We went to cup finals. We've seen Liverpool win pretty much everything. It's been wonderful over the years. But once you get a bit older, it's not as appealing. And you can't really justify spending £300-400 on a game. So I now watch it with you lovely people. That's what happens. Daniel, AFTV broke the news he was moving to Madrid in summer 23. Who? Irfan Khan, bro, I have anytime visit Goa. I've looked at Goa. I very nearly visited Goa. I ended up going to the Maldives instead, but Goa's not a million miles away from there, is it? It's right in the Indian Ocean, but Goa's just to the east of the Maldives, isn't it? Right, corner to Norway here. Keeper punches it away. Well done there, Setford. Alfan Dreisel, comeback England. We're into the 89th minute now. We're about to hear about the injury time. I think if we get maybe 6-7 minutes of injury time, it wouldn't be surprising. So there's still time for another goal. There's definitely still time for another goal. Yo, Samuel, I heard some United fans saying that they're praying Wirtz to fail at Liverpool. The one who prays for others' downfall will never progress. Well, look, that's football, isn't it? Man United fans are bound to hope for that sort of thing, same as we hope that their players fail. It just that's rivalry, that's banter, that's what it's about. So I have no problem with that. But yeah, you are right. They should probably focus a little bit more on their own club and their own team. They've got to try and catch the likes of Wolves and Brentford first before they can catch Liverpool at the top. Jav, ticket prices in general need to be sorted ASAP. It honestly, mate, it's more that touts and things like that. It's more touts. It's so expensive to go to watch games. I will take my little girl and maybe if we have another one or something, if I'll have a little boy or whatever, he wants to go to footy, or if my little girl wants to go to watch the footy, I'll take him. But I'm honestly not that. But I feel like I've done the footy thing now. Going the footy, I've done that. I've been to hundreds, if not thousands, of games. Not even just Liverpool games. I've been all over Europe. I've done loads of the Scottish football grounds. I've done Championship games, non-league games, lower league games. I love watching, even just going to the park on a Sunday and watching the footy there. I watch anything. I love it. It's great. So I'm not that bothered about not going anymore. Daniel, he knew when he signed his last contract with Liverpool. You can tell the type of person he is, changing his name for branding, wearing a double-breasted suit and a £500,000 watch for this conference. That's true, yeah. Benjamin, football, just a game, it's fun, have a laugh. Exactly, yeah. Irfan, you look like Indian TV actor. Thank you. Which one? I don't know. Which Indian TV actor? Daniel, Man City have reduced ticket prices next season. That's not really surprising. City don't tend to fill the stadium as much. Will, I thought he was still in Germany, to be fair. No, he's on holiday. We've got 5 minutes of added on time here, and we're 1 minute into that time. So, do we think there's a winner? Is there a winner? I wonder. Enter 04 05. How many injury time? We've got 5. 5 added minutes, and yeah, there's 3.5 left to go. S, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Enter, hi, are you watching the game? Yes, I am watching the game. It's 2-2. I think it's a draw. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. Daniel, do you know of anyone who knows more about football than you? Lots of people. And you say no more. I don't necessarily think I know. I do know a lot about football, but I don't think I've got a inflated opinion any more than anyone else's. We've all got our opinions, haven't we? This is just my view. I tend to remember a lot about football. I've got a bit of an encyclopedic knowledge of football. Like I can remember I can remember players and games from like the 90s and 20 years ago. I can remember stuff like that and who scored and what the goal was like. And yeah, I'm a bit daft like that, I guess. But yeah, lots of people know more than me about football. Lots and lots. Your Samuel, how old is your daughter and what team does she support? She's still only a baby, really. She's only a toddler, so she's not old enough to have picked a team yet. She's going to get assigned Liverpool. Make no mistake about that. She's going to get assigned Liverpool. She's already wore a Liverpool kit. I've already bought her a Liverpool kit. Daniel, Man City Champions League tickets used to be available on uni days. Yeah. Again, that's the frustrating thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's always likely to be touts selling them to the highest bidders and things like that. Ensar, where can I watch live stream? Well, this one's going off, mate. This one's going off in 90 seconds, so I wouldn't bother. It was on BBC. You can watch it on BBC iPlayer. Daniel, you watch a lot of football, so you must know a lot. On the other side of the spectrum, there are Manchester United fans. Hey, listen, Manchester United fans, they know football as well. They've seen a lot of footy. They're a big club. I don't think it necessarily matters what team you support, but I know where you're coming from. But yeah, I do. I probably do watch. Well, I do watch more footy than the average football fan. Yes, and I've got the receipts to prove it. That's why this is. I really enjoy doing this channel because I can't be questioned on it, can I? When people say, "Yeah, I watch a lot of football and I watch it," well, you know that I actually do because we do it together half the time. It's England 2, Norway 2. I think it's going to finish up this one, It's going to finish up at 40 seconds left. Fernie, I used to play five-a-side football with the great Emlyn Hughes. You did enough to remember, or am I old enough to remember him? Of course I remember Emlyn Hughes. Crazy horse. I met Emlyn Hughes as well before he passed. A lovely, lovely man. And not only that, I had a video. I don't know if you remember this. He did a football own goals and gaffs video called "My Granny Could Have Scored That," or my granny could have done better than that. It was called, I think, and it was Emlyn Hughes's own World Cup own goals and gaffs video. It was like my Bible. I used to watch it all the time. I loved it. Right, there you go. It's done. It's full time. It's 2-2. England under 19s 2. Norway under 19s 2. That's this thing finished, done and dusted. What can we say? It's been a great game. I've enjoyed that. I'm going to have to shoot very, very quickly because we've got to get switched over to Spain and Romania, which is live in 5 minutes' time. So if you are sticking with us, we're going to end the live right now and we're going to restart it over on YouTube or TikTok or X or Instagram or Facebook or Twitch. Wherever you're watching this right now, we are live and we're going to be live again in just 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to end the live and we're going to restart it watching Spain under 21s against Romania under 21s. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Take it easy.